All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're getting up and struggling to get that turkey in the oven, I feel you. It's going to feel a little different outside. That is a pretty picture, though, from near Tired Creek Lake. Looks like that cloud cover's trying to finally move away. We're going to have plenty of sunshine today, a full serving of sunshine in the forecast, but it's going to feel different outside. It is. Good morning, everybody. It's 6:34. We got plenty to talk about and plenty of news to get to, but of course, a lot of the focus is on what's going to be the weather as we head on our Thursday and Friday, heading into a holiday weekend. I think it's going to be awfully nice looking, but it's going to be a little bit chilly out there, especially over the next couple of evenings, overnights, and early mornings. So lots of sunshine's only going to warm things up so far. Top temperatures today may struggle to get up over 60. They may not get up over 60 in many spots tomorrow. And the next couple of nights, cold turkey, where temperatures could get back into the upper 30s, mid 30s, or even cooler than that, especially to the north and west. And today, I think we're going to sprinkle on a full side of breezy. That's going to make it feel a little cooler than it is. Let's look at some of the numbers around the area. Madison's checking in at 52. Live Oak's one of the warm spots at 57. Quincy's at 48. Mariana's at 45. Bainbridge, we're checking in at 45 this morning. And I still do see some of that cloud cover for maybe like the eastern half of the area. That will continue to get pushed away off to the east, and as higher pressure builds in, as the drier air takes over, we're going to clear out those skies and get a lot of clear. Now, when we have the clear skies and the calm winds, that's when we see the temperatures hit the real bottom. I think that's tomorrow night into Saturday morning. But it's still going to get awfully chilly tonight into tomorrow morning and throughout the day today. We're not talking highs up over 80. I hope we're going to get back up over 60. I'll break it all down, talk full forecast, and I think I might be able to see at least another decent chance for some actual rain in the long-range version. We'll get there in just a couple of minutes. All right, so with all the cold coming our way, the city of Tallahassee is opening up its cold weather shelters for tonight and for tomorrow night. Single adults can go to the Kearney Center, families are welcome at the Hope Community, and kids aged 10 to 17 can go to 2407 Roberts Avenue. Now, if you need some more information, you can always go to our website. That's WCTV.tv. Some continuing coverage of a deadly crash in Suwannee County. Florida Highway Patrol confirming that 4 people were killed Tuesday on Highway 90 in a 3-car crash. A 76-year-old Lake City woman and 2 little girls ages 6 and 8 were killed in 1 car. A 33-year-old Live Oak man in a truck was also killed. The driver of the 3rd car was taken to Shands in Gainesville, and according to FHP, that driver has serious injuries. Yesterday, Florida's Attorney General taking to Facebook saying that the driver who caused the crash was an illegal alien who had previously been deported. AG James Uthmeyer saying that the man had cocaine on him and was driving in the wrong lane. Now, FHP confirming that 1 car crossed the center lane and collided head-on with another. At this time, FHP is not commenting on what led up to the crash. And staying in Suwannee County, a former finance director for the sheriff's office is facing fraud and grand theft charges. Deputies say Megan Corbin was arrested Tuesday in Taylor County. FDLE investigators say they found significant discrepancies during a financial audit. Corbin resigned when she was approached about the allegations. She faces 8 counts of grand theft and 2 counts of fraud. Suwannee County Sheriff Sam St. John says his agency is taking steps to make sure something like this does not happen again. And more about the ongoing dry weather and some safety tips. Now, even for something like frying a turkey or gathering around the fire pit in the backyard, keep in mind that there are burn bans in effect for several of our local counties. Most of our area on both sides of the state line are in the middle of an extreme or even exceptional drought right now. Those dry conditions are prompting burn bans in Leon, Gadsden, Jefferson, Calhoun, Liberty, and Lafayette counties. Leon's burn was supposed to expire yesterday, but the county extended it until December 3rd. Now, burning is not recommended in South Georgia right now either. We need to get some rain around here. Maybe early next week we can find some, but until then, super dry, and today a little breezy. Now, in Seminole County, there are concerns about potential changes at the Donaldsonville Fire Department. The city says that the idea is to save taxpayers money, but not everyone agrees on the solution. Our Abrea Ruffin has the latest.
I spoke with City Councilwoman Mitzi Moy. She and some DFD leaders ended up walking out of last week's meeting after things got pretty heated and emotional. Moy says that Fire Chief Dean King has been asking for help for a while now. We're told Chief asked the city to allocate money toward hiring additional firefighters to better serve the community. Moy says the fire issue started with the Public Safety Committee having these improvement discussions without him. And last week's meeting, the chief stated that he was not invited to those discussions. The city wants all fire personnel to be ready and able to suit up and respond to a fire, including command staff. But DFD leaders and Councilwoman Moy are pushing back and saying that the department needs more help and more funds if they want to see these changes.
As elected officials, we need to get in there, figure out what we can do. There are things at City Hall that we can start cutting, but nobody wants to do that. Our fire chief has been begging for help for, I know, 8 years. I've been there 8 years, has been begging for help for 8 years at least, and trying to keep things as safe as he possibly can for his guys when they go to fires.
The city says hiring additional staff would raise the millage rate. City manager said it will go up $400 for people who own a $250,000 home. And the city says they've tried cost-effective alternatives to help the fire department, but they are now hoping to see improvements through this new plan. The next city council meeting is December 2nd, and a public hearing is scheduled for December 4th. For now, reporting in Donaldsonville, Abria Ruffin, WCTV Eyewitness News.
In Leon County, the government is now studying the idea of consolidating, which would combine the city and the county commissions. The county commission actually voting 5-2 to direct the staff to create a pros and cons list of what it would be like if there was just one local government. Now, the idea has been brought up several times. Voters turned it down 60-40 in 1992. But now some on the county commission wonder if taxpayer dollars might be better spent. With Tallahassee being the only city in the county, some argue it's pointless to have two different government departments, taxing authorities, or even two sets of local elected officials.
We should look at all options to look at, is the way we're currently governing, is it the most cost effective, is it the most efficient, and ultimately, is it benefiting taxpayers?
Now, not everyone is on board. In a statement, Leon County Commissioner Nick Maddox saying that, in part, that his no vote is about balanced timing and respect for jurisdiction. Before considering structural consolidation, he believes they should first maximize functional consolidation. Leon County Commissioner Brian Welch supports the idea of a study, saying it could help potentially lower the cost of living for residents while also creating a more functional and representative municipal governing structure. And Leon County Commissioner Bill Proctor also weighing in, saying in part that the constant 3-2 split of the City Commission erodes the public's confidence in all City Commission votes. And of course, you can read all of the statements in full on our website, including another statement from the Leon County Democratic Party. It's 6:42 now. In South Georgia, your help is needed to honor fallen veterans this holiday season in Grady County. Now, you're looking at photos from last year's Grady County Wreaths Across America initiative. In its first year, the group honored around 80 veterans with wreaths at 4 local cemeteries. Now, this year, they're adding the 4 city cemeteries in Cairo, looking to honor 1,400 veterans.
In the local cemeteries, a lot of, unfortunately, people in the family has passed. So nothing is getting put out there. So at least this is a way to honor them, in a special time of year.
Now, the committee, made up of Moore and 4 others from the Cairo American Legion and VFW, say that right now they need 192 more wreaths. Each one costs $17. Now, if you want to sponsor a wreath, you can go to wreathsacrossamerica.org and search for Grady County. The deadline is December 1st. All right, let's talk Thanksgiving meals. We talked about this a bunch earlier this week about the whole, is it stuffing or is it dressing? And got some great feedback, by the way, about whether if you cook it in the bird, it's stuffing. If you cook it in a casserole dish, it's dressing. Of course, some folks say it's more of a regional thing, right? If you're from up north, you call it stuffing. If you're from the south, you call it dressing. Any way you call it, I call it delicious. I grew up calling it stuffing. I made myself some sausage stuffing yesterday. Can't wait to dig in later. But we want to know from you, what do you call it? We've got a poll on our website at WCTV.tv. Do you call it stuffing or do you call it dressing? Let us know. All right, time to talk forecast. We've got a nice looking sunrise out there. A lot of folks getting up early, heading to Grandma's house. The travel should be real okay today. I say real okay because it's going to be a little cool and a little bit breezy, but I don't see fog. I don't see rain. I don't see any traffic snarls anywhere, and I don't see any airport issues anywhere. At least I hadn't the last time I looked a few minutes ago. So all good with the travel for this morning. Just if you are going to be spending time outdoors, especially early or late, you're going to want to go with layers because it is going to be chilly out there, and I think it's going to get cool in a hurry later on this afternoon, this evening, tonight, and that breeze will be something we have to contend with throughout the day. Now, most of us will probably see highs that get just up over 60 today, so we clear out the clouds, get lots of sunshine. I don't see rain as an option in the forecast today, tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. I am hopeful that we can get maybe a real rain event early next week. It's starting to look better and better. It's still a little early, and we got a couple of days to fine-tune all that for you, so please keep checking in with us. We will have updates. It's 51 right now in Tallahassee. It's 49 in Valdosta, and it's 45 in Thomasville. There's a pretty good breeze out there, making it feel a little cooler than it is, and as the conditions continue to dry out, when those winds relax, we are likely going to see even colder temperatures, I think, tomorrow night into Saturday morning. So if you got those early tea times Saturday morning, you're going to want to bundle up. Take a look at some of the numbers around the area. From Dothan, Alabama's 42 to the 58 at Lafayette High School. So there's the variety from northwest to southeast. A little bit more cloud cover. Going to be a little bit more stubborn to the east. Clearer skies already to the north and west. Places like Bainbridge, Marianna, mid-40s. Thomasville, we're at 45. Quincy, we're at 48 degrees. And we're going to see temperatures drop all the way till about 7:30, 75. Before they start to perk back up. The breeze out of the north is going to be something we feel throughout the day today, and I still think it's going to be around tonight into tomorrow morning, so a little bits of a wind to chill tonight and tomorrow morning, also something for us to contend with. I don't expect fog to be any kind of player in the forecast for the next several days. Now, here's the bigger picture. You can see that old boundary and those clouds associated with it, maybe trying to give a few sprinkles to areas in central and south Florida, but just like around here, very hit or miss with the scattered showers. That wasn't going to be a big rain-producing system. High pressure gives us lots of sunshine. It'll be here for a couple of days, then scoots east. We turn the winds around, start bringing back more of that moisture to set things up for when this next energy gets going. And this one looks like it may have some more support to the south, and that could all bring with it a much better chance for some really needed rain for the area. But I don't think that's happening before like Monday night or Tuesday. Got plenty of time to keep working on that part of the forecast. And I do expect all kinds of sunshine and a very nice looking forecast today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Just going to be a little chilly out there and a little breezy today and tonight, and starting kind of cold the next couple of mornings, but it should warm up okay in the afternoons. We still go with the Atlantic hurricane season till the end of November. That's Sunday. For the time being, all still nice and quiet everywhere across the Atlantic basin, just the way we like to see it. Small crafts need to be advised. That wind out of the north, 15 to 25 knots, and those seas maybe as high as 5 or 6 feet. Clearing and breezy this morning, 40s and 50s. This afternoon, I'm hoping we all get to 60. Maybe not everybody does. More north, more west may have a tough time getting up over 60. Plus, that breeze will make it feel a little cooler than it is. That continues tonight. So small wind chill factors overnight and early tomorrow morning. We're going to find a lot of temperatures that probably stay in the upper and middle 30s. Some spots where those winds calm down could get even cooler. And I think a better chance to get even cooler for Saturday morning. A couple of decent opportunities for these next 2 nights to cover up those plants or take care of those tender plants. I think it warms back up by Saturday afternoon and Sunday, and I am hopeful we can find some real rain by Tuesday.